All I gotta say is aha. I just had to say that. I just had to just, sometimes you just gotta stoop that low and get on down to the nitty gritty because people just be hating on you. They be jealous of you. They don't want a dark skinned woman to have no man. They don't want a dark skinned woman to have no success. They think that a dark skinned woman is supposed to be at the bottom of the barrel pick. And all I gotta say is, aha. Yeah. For me, this is kind of like, you know, sweet revenge. Okay. I'm not here to speak for Naturi Naughton, but she is a public figure. She was a part of the group called 3LW, the only dark skin member. I said the only dark skin member. One more time. The only dark skin member of the group 3LW. Do y'all remember who that group was? I do. I believe they came about. Let me pull up the pictures here. Okay. And see, I don't forget nothing. I don't forget nothing. That's one of the reasons why I never liked Beyonce. I don't like her because I remember the way that the dark skinned members of the group was treated. I remember that. And the darkism that took place. That's why I never liked Beyonce with her mediocre self. Okay? She's very mediocre. She's where she's at today because of two reasons. She had very business savvy parents and light skin privilege. It's not the talent. She's mediocre. She's mediocre. Okay. But the thing is, I didn't like her because of the way that the dark skinned women was treated in that damn group as second class citizens. Same thing with 3LW. I did not forget the way that this dark skinned young lady was treated. And that's why I started this out with the chickens done come home to roost. Before I continue, good evening, Cosmic 44. Shout out to everybody that's watching. You are tuned in to Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist. I said the world's first and only dark skin activist. It's only one. I'm the reason anybody on YouTube, anybody on social media, anybody on reality TV, even you gas celebrities talking about dark skin. I'm the reason you writing books about dark skin and colorism because you weren't talking about it before I put it on the map. That's a fact. I started dark skin activism in 1998, and it came out of my own pain and suffering, trying to understand why was I being treated differently for being dark skinned. And I got an opportunity to speak while a undergraduate student at St. P. College. And during that opportunity, I spoke about colorism, dark skin discrimination, and that is what gave birth to the first movement in history in 1998 at St. Petersburg College to fight to eradicate colorism. And I call the movement dark skin activism. It consists of me writing books and plays and traveling around the country doing, performing these plays, doing darkism talks. And I am the first person to ever do any work of its kind. So don't come on here telling me about no Lupita Nyong'o. I've said plenty of times she's a bandwagon jumper. What's the other love and hip hop chick? Another bandwagon jumper. All on bandwagon jumpers. I started this movement. I was the first person to bring the topic of colorism online after spending years before there was social media, building a legitimate, authentic platform, original platform in the community in 1998 and work my way on up. The books that I've written include Darkism, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, which there's a book version of that, and a theatrical version of that, which is a one-woman play where I play 5 different dark-skinned females and their different experiences. My other books include Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark-skinned females. A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story, and I'm currently still writing Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober story. Fast forward to 2010, I brought the first colorism channel to social media and YouTube. 2015, I went viral for calling out Kendrick Lamar's darkism. And after that, everybody started to mock me. And then they turned around and copied me, including Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club, made me donkey of the day. But like I said, after all that mocking, now you see all these colorism channels popping up because they're all getting their blueprint from one person and you listening to her, and that's Rashida Strober. Period, point blank, end of the story. My website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. I'm asking everybody to make sure they donate to my legal campaign that I have going. I'm in litigation right now. I was cyber stalked and harassed. And as a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, I was standing up against darkism. And that is the primary reason why I was being stalked and harassed. And I'm asking everyone to make sure they make a donation. My Cash App is $Rashida Lala, $Rashida Lala, $Rashida Lala. The donations now are going to pay for my legal fees. You can also go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And by the way, I'm putting all this stuff in the chat, and you can find it in the description to any video that I have on YouTube. Or you can go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and you can find my Cash App and my PayPal there. You can also go to my GoFundMe, where my short-term goal is to reach $12,000. I am about, let's see, $700 and I want to say $80 away. So if you want to help me reach that short-term goal, I'm putting my link in the chat. You can also find it in the description to this video, or you can Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe and go to my GoFundMe and donate and make it happen. So 3LW, let's get back on 3LW. You know, I automatically knew when I saw the dark skin, that there was only one dark skin member in 3LW. I knew that she was going to be the one that was going to get mistreated. I just felt it in my spirit. And, you know, I remember reading articles years later where she described her experience, and her experience, if y'all go and do y'all research, it was less than favorable than the experiences of the light-skinned members of the group. And, you know, like I've always said, light-skinned women always get the good things in the black community first, whether it be the men, the jobs, the benefit of the doubt. You know, light-skinned women are always in the forefront of getting the crumbs of Black America first. They be the first at the table for everything. And, you know, I'm just so happy for Naturi Naughton, because I remember reading different articles about how she was treated. And it wasn't, she didn't call it colorism at the time. But I knew it had everything to do with colorism and what I have coined and defined as darkism. Now, Alice Walker coined the term colorism, and I coined the term darkism. And darkism refers specifically to the mistreatment of dark-skinned people. And I just felt in my spirit that them two helpers in that group was treating her wrong. I felt it. I could just feel it. You know, sometimes you can all the smiling faces, all that fake smiling stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people that do a lot of smiling. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, because a lot of times these people be up here doing all that smiling, it usually be something fake behind it. Let me share my screen with y'all so y'all could. Give me a second here. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all so y'all can see 3LW from. I don't know if I want to say back in the day, but I guess you could say back in the day. what they came out like in the early, I don't know, 2000s, late 90s. But this is them when they was young. And as you can see, Naturi Naughton in the middle. She's the darkest one in the group. And to me, she's the best looking one in the group. But, light skin privilege will always deem that the light skinned ones look better than the dark skinned ones. And like I said, I just knew in my heart of hearts that she was not getting equal treatment. And, it took years later. And also, I want to say the light skinned one, what's her name? The one that wasn't she like a host on The Real? From what I saw, the light skinned ones, they got more opportunities, or their opportunities appeared first. It took Naturi Naughton a while to start, getting different opportunities in acting and whatnot. And I remember she even caught some heat for playing Lil Kim. Remember that? So, it took her a while. And everybody copying me and talk about colorism now. But y'all know when Naturi Naughton started talking about this, she wasn't calling it no colorism. Y'all wasn't calling it no colorism. People are so fake. I just hate it when people jump on trends and they don't never give credit to where credit is due. They jumping on it, trying to take credit for it, trying to make it seem like they came up with it. Whoever these writers are, y'all did not come up with speaking on colorism in regards to Naturi Naughton. That is not what she was calling it. If you go back and read some of them articles, when she first started to speak on how she was treated in the group 3LW, please stop. Nonetheless, she did experience it, even if she didn't call it that. And, it's very rare. You got Diana Ross and the Supremes. And it was the colorism situation was flipped with that, where Diana Ross, the dark skinned one, was sort of put on a pedestal and sort of took over and ran the group, whereas the light skinned Florence Ballard was mistreated. And I don't condone mistreatment of any skin tone. That's not what I condone. But my point that I'm making is it's rare. That the Diana Ross situation is rare. It's usually where the dark skinned one, they get kind of pushed to the background. Just like going back to the example of Destiny's Child, where Beyonce was pushed to the front. And I saw the group and I just knew in my heart, I said, the dark skinned one is not being treated right. She's not being treated right. And I remember reading articles where they tried to blame the victim. That's one thing. I'm going to stop the screen sharing. That's one thing that they will do when you call out darkism. They will sit here and try to blame the dark skin, the victim, the dark skinned person. They will try to blame the dark skinned person for the darkism that they're experiencing. And I remember reading articles where people that was associated with them tried to blame Naturi Naughton for the mistreatment and the maltreatment. And they pretty much, to me, they was making the light skinned group members of the group look good, whereas they was trying to make Naturi Naughton look bad. But she came from what I understand, a very good family, and she persevered, and she's got her acting jobs, and that's why I'm happy to see that a black man has married this beautiful, talented, dark skin. I said dark skin. One more time. Dark skin black woman. Because she deserves it. She deserves it. Okay? After the way that she was treated, you know what I'm saying? She deserves to be treated with the utmost respect, the utmost kindness. And I truly believe that a lot of people don't believe that dark-skinned women deserve to have a good man. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. Okay? Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. But I believe that a lot of y'all, I'm trying not to cuss because I do be getting mad. I'm going to try not to cuss. I'm going to try not to cuss people out tonight because I start to get very angry and I'll start cussing and I'll start going off. but I'm going to try not to do that tonight. Okay? I'm going to try. Y'all don't want dark-skinned women to be happy. I don't believe that a lot of people got good intentions towards dark-skinned women in the way of getting married and having a good husband and living a good life. Y'all want dark-skinned women to be poor. Y'all want dark-skinned women to be living in poverty, in the ghetto, on drugs, alcohol, in prison, crackheads. Okay? I don't believe that the black community as a whole, y'all ain't got dark-skinned women's best interest at heart. Y'all can sit up there in front and pretend all y'all want, but y'all ain't fooling me. Y'all ain't gonna fool. This is how I feel. I didn't say how you feel. I didn't say how I'm telling you what the dark-skinned activist feels. This is how I feel, and I don't give up if you don't like the way I feel. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to cuss. But it's very difficult when you're dealing with deranged people that are in denial. Okay, because Naturi Naughton, I could just see they wanted the light skinned ones to succeed. That's why that one light skinned one, she was on I think it was The Real. You know, they always create opportunities for light skinned women, especially black men. Black men are very good about helping light skinned women get money, putting them in a position of money and power. Okay. Y'all very good about that. Y'all have friends. I have a friend in the entertainment industry that lives out in California, and she's light skinned. I love her to death. I ain't gonna say her name, but she's in the industry. She's worked with very famous people. Okay, and she done already put me on to what you black men in the industry do. She already done told me what y'all do. Before I continue, make sure y'all go and make a donation. I am raising funds to pay for my legal fees. Please go to my Cash App, $rashidalala, $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. Make a donation there, or you can go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can also go to my GoFundMe, where my short-term goal is to raise $12,000. That's my short-term goal, y'all. And let me tell y'all, hold on one second. We almost there. Now, mind you, this money is going to pay my legal expenses. I really need assistance with paying my legal expenses because I am in litigation. I have to pay for a lawyer because I was stalked and harassed for 2 years straight, and I stood up for my rights, and I'm still fighting, and I have to pay for my legal expenses. And I'm asking that you all please go and make a donation. Okay. Let me see. I am $780 away from reaching my goal, my short-term goal of $12,000. So is there someone out there that can help me to reach that goal? I would really appreciate that. I'm putting the GoFundMe in the chat, but you can always Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. But yeah, you know, I saw the light-skinned ones in that group get opportunities. I do even believe that they even got married. We just not hearing about Naturi dark-skinned Naturi Naughton getting married. We just not hearing about her getting married. But the light-skinned ones got married first. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The light-skinned women always get everything first. And y'all can sit up here and deny all y'all want. And that's why I said, I believe that the black community, I believe that y'all don't have dark-skinned women's best interest at heart. But the fruit, you up here talking about everyone, including dark-skinned black women, needs to work for everything just like everyone else. But you black men will go out and support light-skinned women, non-black women, make sure they got a house, make sure they got a car, make sure they're good on their bank account. Like I was getting ready to talk about with my friend that lives in LA. She already told me what the black men out there do. They help these light-skinned. They could be very mediocre in talent. They could be very mediocre. But they'll the black men in the business, they will, because these women are light skinned, they're doing it because they're light skinned. Okay. They will help them to gain more opportunities in the business. They will, manage them. They will introduce them to industry executives and people that can further their career. They will get them opportunity, all kinds of stuff. This is what black men do. And that's why I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised that the light skinned ones got success outside of the group first. I wasn't surprised about that. And I already know Naturi Naughton probably had to fight and work real hard. She probably had to work harder than the two light skinned ones to get the opportunities that she got. She had to work harder than them. And they're not any more talented than her. They're certainly not any more prettier than her at all. They're just light skinned. And people just don't want to see dark skinned women be happy. People would just be jealous and hating on dark skinned women. A lot of y'all are a lot of these, some of these light, I know some of these light, I'm not talking about all y'all, that think that they look better than a dark skinned woman. I'm not saying that neither one of them, because I don't know that to be true. But I'm saying that I know of some light skinned women that actually think they look better than you dark skinned women. They do. They might not say it to you. And some of them will come out and say it to you. But it's a lot of the times it's in the way they treat you. That they're letting you know that they're superior. That they look better than you. And I could just feel that coming from the other members of the group and the people that was around them. They put a higher premium on the light-skinned ones than the authentic, the real black, the real representation of African. Naturi Naughton. Naturi Naughton is the real black. The real black is dark skin. Okay, y'all can be mad. People always get mad. They get upset. They get in their feelings. I don't care. I could care less. I could care less. You claim you're not forgiving just giving anyone anything, but that's what y'all try to be politically correct when y'all get called out. People like the fruit that's on here talk about, no, I'm not for just giving anyone anything, but let them get a light-skinned woman behind the scenes. And it's an opportunity there for, you got a dark-skinned one and a light-skinned one. I bet you they'll give it to the light-skinned one first. I've had light-skinned women tell me this. So you're lying about that. You're not being honest. Beloved Virgo says, knowledge is everything, and dark-skinned women need to be elevated and put on a pedestal. I agree. It is time dark-skinned women be represented. Well, dark skin should be the representation of classical African beauty anyway, because I've said this more times than I can count, because it's a fact. Africa, the continent of Africa, has 1 billion plus people. The majority of those people on there are not light skinned. They're not brown skinned. They're dark skinned with nappy hair. So it would follow logically that the dark skinned, nappy haired woman is the representative. But see, we got it all backwards with all this foolishness. But y'all ain't fooling me. Y'all ain't fooling me. Okay. Let's see. Devin Mitchell says, if Naturi was a man, y'all would be calling him a colorist because he didn't choose a dark-skinned woman. But don't use that word, because that's a word stolen from my movement in terms of people recreating, trying to clone me and using different terminology. So I don't like that word. I call it darkest. D-A-R-K-I-S-T. D-A-R-K-I-S-T. Darkest. I'm going to put it in the chat so you can know what I'm saying. But I hear you. I be trying to hold on, y'all. Let me put the word in there so you can see what I'm saying. Tom Shanae says, you believe that light-skinned women are better than you. So how are you any different? What are you talking about? I don't believe that light-skinned women are better than me. I never said anything like that during this whole live. I don't know where you get that from. I don't believe nobody is better than anybody, truth be told. But I do believe that because Africa has 1 billion plus people and the majority are dark skinned with nappy hair, that, again, I'm going based off of logic, that it would make sense for dark skinned women to be the classical African representation of beauty standards. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, where you're getting that from. But let me see something. I'm trying to get to y'all comments. Thank you, beloved Virgo, for that for the super chat. I appreciate that. Jaw Existence, shout out to you. Beloved Virgo said she was and she still is beautiful. She sure is. To me, she looked better than other ones. She looked better than other ones. Y'all could get mad. The fruit, you claim you don't have no idea what my title means. Talking about the grammar is all over the joint. Well, do you make YouTube videos? Because if you make YouTube videos, you would know that you have to shorten your titles sometimes to get everything in that you have to say, and sometimes you have to kind of be grammatically incorrect, which I don't care about that, to get across what you have to say. So, I mean, get over it. You'll live. You understand what I'm saying. You on here listening. You understand what I'm saying. Okay? Devin Mitchell, dark-skinned women on a whole cannot be darkest in the sense that you're talking about, because we did not initiate the bulk of the darkism that is experienced in the Black community, and we suffer the worst from the darkism in the Black community. So that argument there doesn't make any sense at all. Once again, make sure you guys go to my Cash App and make a donation. $ Rashida Lala. Once again, $ Rashida Lala. $ Rashida Lala. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. Devin Mitchell said, why do dark-skinned women like light-skinned men and not dark-skinned men? Well, that's not true. That's absolutely not true, Devin Mitchell. For those of you that don't know, I was married to a super dark-skinned man, the real black. I'm talking about pitch black, dark-skinned man for 10 years, okay? And I was completely and madly and utterly in love with that dark-skinned black man. I'm obviously not in love and not married to him anymore, but I'm just telling you this to let you know that is not true. Dark-skinned women do. I know a lot of dark-skinned women that love dark-skinned men, but it's actually the opposite. Why did he leave? Well, he was a cheater and a user, but I'm not going to get too much into that. I was the one that was trying to save the marriage. I was the one that put up with that foolishness for 10 years. Because dark-skinned women, we have to take more than light-skinned women. Because the society and Black people devalue dark-skinned women and put light-skinned women on a pedestal. So we end up taking more. We have more stuff placed on us than light-skinned women do. In fact, Black people, Black men, y'all like to make light-skinned women's lives easier. Y'all just mad because y'all getting called out. But I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Oh, all this high values. Don't come regurgitating what other people say on YouTube. I don't deal in all this, following all these trends on what these folks are saying on YouTube. I have my own original thoughts. All my own original thoughts now. Sitting up here lying, talking about dark-skinned women don't like dark-skinned men. That's the biggest lie. That is the biggest lie. Dark-skinned women do like dark-skinned men. It's the dark-skinned men and Black men. Y'all so busy chasing down the light-skinned woman that y'all don't even notice that we like y'all. That's the problem. That's really what it is. They so busy running after these light-skinned women, these non-dark-skinned women, that they don't even realize that, hey, we're here. We want to get with you. And then want to sit there and try to blame. That's why I say it's victim blaming. And yes, dark-skinned women are victims, whether they want to admit to it or not. I'm not even worried about the dark-skinned women that want to sit up here and try to pretend that they don't know what the hell is going on. Y'all know what the hell is going on. Yeah, maybe you individually may not be victimized by darkism, but I'll tell you what, there's literally thousands, if not millions, of dark skinned women around the world that are victims of darkism. Real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody that has made a donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to know that I'm very, very grateful. Y'all, make sure y'all like this video, share this video. Um, Nicole Miller says, Tom, you sound insensitive. Rashida has been through trauma from colorism and it's ongoing. Nicole, thank you. It's so true. I'll be the first person to admit that I am extremely traumatized by dark. I call it darkism, but I understand that you're calling it colorism. I've been extremely traumatized by darkism for a long time. I believe ever since I came up my mama womb, they didn't like me because I was dark skinned. I believe my mama them probably didn't even like having a dark skinned baby. I really believe that. I really believe black people don't, on a whole, I believe a lot of black people don't even want a dark skinned baby. Y'all can sit up there and lie all y'all want and make it seem like, because now they want to be politically correct because they being exposed. But I believe a lot of y'all black folks that be having darker skinned babies, I believe y'all don't really want a dark skinned baby. I believe that you want the baby, you want the baby to stay light. You know how they look at the ears and be like, oh, this the baby gonna be this color, and they be hoping and wishing the baby stay light. I believe the majority of y'all want your baby to be light skinned. You don't even want a dark skinned baby. And see, me, I've been dark skinned activist. I told y'all that. And I'm gonna tell the truth. I always wanted me a dark skinned baby. Any man that I dated, they know that. Okay, I always wanted me a dark skinned baby. A full, dark, smooth skinned, black baby. I sure did. And I don't care if you're mad about that because I know people gonna come on here. Well, let me tell you something. If I have a light skinned baby or a brown skinned baby, I'm gonna love my baby equally. But I like dark skin. Period. And I wanted a dark skinned baby in my own reflection. Okay. Tom Chanel. Huh. Well, that's an interesting comment. Of course, I'm preoccupied with darkism. I'm preoccupied with darkism because I created it. I created the very phrase, or I'm sorry, the very word darkism. And I wrote the book Darkism. So why on earth would I not be preoccupied with darkism? It wouldn't make sense for me not to be preoccupied with darkism since I created the very word to define exactly what dark skinned people go through. So, yeah, I am very preoccupied with darkism. I sure am. What else? What else you got for me? And black people in school, black kids love to talk about. I need to do a whole live on that. They love to come to school and brag about one of their parents being light skinned, particularly if their mom is light skinned. They love to, and they're doing this out of self hate. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a light skinned parent. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's not my point. But when you come to school, I don't never hear nobody brag about their mama being dark skinned. You know, I've never, and I don't listen to when I was coming through school and when I was working with kids teaching in the school system, I never heard them brag and go on in a happy, excited, joyous way about their parents being dark skinned. But if they had a light skinned parent, they would use it as clout among their peers and go on about how their mama light skinned, she got long hair. This is why I say secretly, black people be happy when they have a light-skinned baby. Black people be happy when they have a light-skinned mama, particularly if it's a female. I mean, they're happy with any with having any light-skinned person in their family. They're happy with that. But they get real happy. I noticed they get real happy when they have, a mother that's light-skinned. And then because people get mad, people get angry. They get angry at me. They get all up in their feelings. They'll come up on here and deny it. It's funny to me. It's funny to me how y'all will sit there and lie. Well, that's my point, Jay. Talking about why would they brag about their parents is dark? Because they don't want nobody to know. So a lot of these kids be want to hide the fact that they parents, their mama is dark skinned. Some of them don't even want their mama to come to the school because she dark skinned. They don't want people to see her. Y'all think I'm lying? I can't make this shit. Well, I don't understand why people think. Why y'all think I'm making this up? I can't make this shit up. Y'all just mad because I'm telling the truth. I'm putting it all out there. Black people just mad because I'm actually telling the truth and putting y'all on blast on how y'all really think. That's why I said it. A lot of black kids, when I was coming up, and even now, they don't want their mama to come to school. They don't want especially if she dark skinned. But they be real proud if their light skinned mama come. If they got a light skinned mama, they want everybody to see, my mama light skinned. But let their mama be dark skinned. They don't want their dark skin. They don't want their friends to know that their mama is dark skinned. I'm trying to tell you. Black Widow, let me put your comment up there because I got somebody here that know I'm telling the truth. I'm not worried about the people that's on here lying and making up stuff. Black Widow Rose said, that's true. I remember my popularity grew when they found out my mother was light skinned. It was the weirdest experience for me. How could my light skin bring me currency? Very delusional. Thank you. Now y'all know I ain't crazy. I got somebody on here. This is the thing I get angry with y'all about. I say and tell y'all my real life experience, what I seen. I come on here and I'm transparent and tell y'all, but y'all sit up here and want to act like what I'm saying is outrageous. I'm going to do a whole live about how black kids be wanting everybody to know that they mama light skin. And they want to hide their dark skinned mama. You're not going to tell me because I seen this when I was in school. And I seen it when I was teaching black kids. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to sit up here and make up lies. We got a person on here that is telling you. That's how they gain their popularity. And hey, MetaNetter Decoded, shout out to you. You said, oh, wait a minute. You said you're not the real. Oh, I can't give you no shout out because you on here lying. Wait a minute. You on here lying. Yeah, I'm not lying, Nicole Miller. I'm not lying. I'm going to do a whole live on this. How many? Look at just my 2 cents on here lying. Talking about they never heard of this. Talking about you never heard of this. Look at how these black folks be lying. Look at this. Look at how y'all are just. This is why I don't like being black, because too many of us are in denial. Too many of us be lying. And y'all know this be happening. Y'all know that y'all have been sitting in amongst your friends at school, and when y'all start talking about your family, and somebody will start talking about their mama, and they'll throw in mama light skin, mama light skin, mama light skin, mama light skin. But see, black people are always lying. And then they really start to lie when, it's being put on blast for the whole world to see. The dirty laundry is being aired out. that even in school, kids, Black children, value having a light-skinned parent over a dark-skinned parent. To the point where some of them embarrassed to have their parent come to a school function or a teacher-parent meeting, to where they friends gonna see their mama or daddy, and the next day they see them and they start calling your mama ugly because they be saying she ugly if she dark skinned. Now if she light skinned, they gonna automatically say she pretty, even if she can look toe up from the floor up. But if she light skinned, they gonna automatically. And I'm gonna tell you a way for a dark skinned person to get some clout if they got a light skinned mama. But why somebody come on here and say I'm lying? Y'all are just, I get so mad sometimes with Black folks because I already know y'all full of shit. Y'all been full of shit. Y'all been full of shit for years. In denial, lying, trying to act like, what I'm saying isn't the truth. And then you go turn around and you do the same shit. You carry on the same legacy to your kids, making them believe that light skin is superior and dark skin is inferior, while at the same time denying it. I don't understand bold and understanding you claiming that I sound like I have low self-esteem. There's nothing about what I'm saying that would indicate that I have low self-esteem. What I'm doing is calling out the darkism within the Black community. That's what I'm doing. Telling the truth has nothing to do with me feeling as if I have low self-esteem. I don't know how you could come to that conclusion, because I don't have low self-esteem. What I have is a penchant for telling the truth and for calling out Black people and their foolishness with darkism. And just, so getting back on Naturi Naughton, who is the topic of this live, I'm happy that Naturi is married. And, I pray that she will have a happy, prosperous, joyous marriage, because I know that Black people, you really don't want to see dark-skinned women be happy. I don't care what y'all say. I believe that y'all want to see dark-skinned women be miserable with a bunch of baby daddies, living in substandard housing, driving raggedy, broke down, beat up looking cars. You want to see us overweight. You don't want to see us being prosperous. I don't believe that. And until I see a change, I'm going to keep believing the same way, because I need to see a change. I need to see Black men put the same effort and energy that they put into building a light skin or a non-dark skin woman. I need to see y'all do the same thing for the dark skinned Black woman. That's what I need to see. Because I believe, especially with this online community, I believe that the Black online community has a vested interest in making sure that the image of dark-skinned Black women is tattered, beat down, torn up. Why? Because you don't want to see the dark-skinned Black woman happy. So congratulations to Naturi Naughton, dark-skinned Naturi Naughton. You beat the odds. They didn't think you could do it, but you did it. You became successful. You're doing your thing in film, television. Now you're married, and I wish you nothing but the best. I pray that you have a wonderful life, that you're prosperous, and that you have a long and healthy and happy marriage. And make these haters mad. Make these haters mad and be an example, because she married a black man. It's also black love. I love black love. It's black love. She married a black man. She not go out and marry outside of her race. She married a black man. And I respect that to the fullest. So I want to see her happy. I want to see dark-skinned black women happy. Because we deserve it, just like any other skin tone of female. It's not just reserved for, to see happy white women running around here on TV and smiling, flipping their blonde hair, or light-skinned biracial women. They're not the only ones that deserve to be happy. You don't have a monopoly on happiness. No, absolutely not. You don't have a monopoly on marriage. No. So shout out to the dark-skinned Naturi Naughton. I want to make sure I say dark-skinned, because I'm highlighting the dark skin. I've always highlighted the dark skin. No pun intended. The irony, highlighted dark skin. But listen, I want to blow the dark skin up, make it front and center. And look at the excuses they make on here. I told y'all, a lot of black people are full of shit. Talking about no one can make you happy. Happiness is a choice. But you don't be saying that when it comes to the light-skinned women. You black men don't say that when y'all be out here trying to make your light-skinned wife happy. You don't say that then. You don't say that because dark-skinned black women, believe me, these black men will go above and beyond to take care of these non-dark-skinned women. Money, cars, houses, all that. So don't buy it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Don't come up on here with that. Don't come up on here with that. See, every time we start talking about a dark-skinned woman and her happiness, they want to change the subject to something else. They want to change it to something else. I'm not scared of going up live in the studio with nobody. Let me tell you something. Fresh and Fit. You'll be hollering about Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit. People like Fresh and Fit are here because the black people on YouTube, even some of them that I don't like, built the platform for them to be here. They're not doing anything different and unique. They're not doing nothing different and new. All they doing is taking for somebody else's format that came before them. What else? I'm supposed to be scared of that? Listen, I'm part of the people that built this whole Colorism Speak. In fact, I built it. So why would I be afraid to say what I got to say on their show? Try, please. Whatever. They're not doing nothing innovative and nothing new. They're regurgitators. They're regurgitators. I'm not impressed. You're right. I would. But what I'm telling you, the fruit is they have benefited off of the foundation that was built by YouTubers like myself that came before them. They call themselves Fresh and Fit. It's not fresh. It's regurgitated. It's regurgitated. Jay talking about most men will try and make their wife happy, period. Especially if she light skin. 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 Look at the excuses these black men make. Look at this dark skin women. Y'all see this? You see this foolishness? When we get on dark skinned women and what we need, they always throw the light skinned women in there. Or they speak on women in general. It's deflection. Anyway, congratulations to you, Naturi Naughton. Let me read the super chat. Devin Mitchell, thank you for your super chat. You said if Naturi were a man, y'all would call him darkest colors for marrying someone light skinned. But when a woman marries a light skinned man, nobody say nothing. Because again, dark skinned women are not on trial here for darkism. We're not. We are the ones that are the most impacted by darkism. So please stop blaming the victim. We are the most victimized women on the planet, and we're the most victimized women in regards to darkism. So please stop trying to put us on trial for darkism. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. But that's it, y'all. That's all I wanted to say. You know, I'm really happy for Naturi Naughton after all she done been through with them heifers. You know, what she went through. I'm happy that she is found some happiness. She looks real happy in her wedding pictures, and I wish her well. I sure do, because dark skinned women deserve to be happy, just like the light skinned ones, just like the non dark skinned women. We deserve to be happy. So before I go, I'm going to ask everyone to make sure you go and make a donation to one of my financial platforms. You can Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Once again, Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. You can find my GoFundMe and make a donation there. Or you can go to my Cash App, which is $Rashida Lala. $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. You can also go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream at yahoo.com. icecreamladydream at yahoo.com. And make a donation. The funds go towards my legal defense fund. So make sure you go and make a donation. I would appreciate any and all amounts. And once again, I'm throwing my Cash App in the chat. You can also find my Cash App and my PayPal by visiting my website, which is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. Make sure y'all like and share, and please make a donation. And that's it, y'all. Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful evening.